Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Canada for Game 3 of pool play here in the Niagara, whatever it is, tournament. We're back at the Seymour Hanna Ice Rink for Game 3. Vengeance 0-2 so far on the weekend, and they're going to start with the face-off play, and here comes Nemeth right down Main Street, right off the face-off, starting there at the D side of things, and Vengeance are going to control play right from that opening face-off. Opponent this morning is Reps Hockey Club, R-E-P-S, Reps Hockey Club. So we can call them RHC or Reps, and they are able to get it out to neutral where Morrison and Fry are teamed up there. And here come the Reps into the Vengeance zone for the first time here this morning, and Morrison back to retrieve. Number 4 for the Vengeance plays it over, looking for his teammate in Fry. Fry stymied there in the near corner, played it up, and Reps throw it to the net. That's off the stick of Morrison, but it's going to be to the pinching D-man there. Oh, all the way through onto Ryder there, so Ryder, number 39, between the pipes here for the Vengeance this morning. That's potentially a trip. Not called. We got a 3-man referee crew here this morning, so 6 eyeballs out there looking at that, and none of them decided to make a call as we play on. Kolzinski and Kislak right in front of us here as the puck goes back to Fry. Fry spins out, has another one pressuring them there. Looks to play it up for Kolzinski. Kolzinski has to stop for it for a second. Now looks to get it north. As it's battled right in front of our vantage point here. Reps drag it towards the net. Nice job there by Ram to step in there and intercept it. And that's off the backside of Kolzinski, and Vengeance can't clear out of their own zone. And that goes wide of Ryder's cage, out to the other side, to the half boards. Again, pressured there by Ram, and it's going to come to Ram. Ram has Kislak. Kislak has a step here. He's going to go over, try to get it over the red line and get it deep. Stymied there right at center red. And the Reps try to work it back this way, where Ram, one hand on a stick, plays it back for Kislak. Kislak 1-on-3 here as some Vengeance players are changing behind. Kislak takes it down the right wing, does maintain possession there all the way into the corner, and throws it around the yellow to a Reps player who's going to put that one high up off the glass, past Chiapetta there, who's going to have to go back and play fetch with it, and he puts it over for Smithhammer. Smithhammer looks to hit Relic coming down the right side. Relic down the right wing here. Scoreless first period action, 7 minutes and 50 seconds on the game clock between the Vengeance and the Reps. Nice step up there by Chiapetta. Gets the puck for Lewis. Chiapetta's going to shoot from distance. That's wide of the netminder. Picked up off the backboards by the Vengeance, and they look to spin it towards the net. Vengeance looking for some more offense here this weekend. Only 1 goal here in the first 2 games. Losing their first game by a score of 4-0, and then losing last night by a score of 5-1 to the Waterloo Wolves. So looking to get more than a goal up on the board here this morning, but neither team able to cash in so far, as Chiapetta is able to intercept that one and play for Buchanan. Buchanan dumps it in, and Lewis goes after it. 77 for Vengeance applies that forecheck. As the Reps have a relatively easy time exiting in the zone there until they're run into by Netchai. And the puck squirts right in front of us here for Buchanan. He gets his head up, angles it, looking for Netchai. Netchai tries to chip into the offensive zone. That doesn't connect. And here come the Reps, 3-on-3 into the Vengeance zone. Sticked away there by Nemeth. Oh, behind you, Jax. Jax didn't see the guy coming behind him there as he had his head up looking to make a play. And Netchai's able to skate into it. He looks to stretch it wide, and he is going to find Morrison coming down the left side. Sticked away from Mack, and Ferry's going to have to go back and collect. Back up for Mack. Morrison dangling over center red. And it's going to come back from Netchai. He tries to get it in on his backhand. He does right in front of the Reps bench. And now they spin it off of the boards back to neutral where fresh players on the ice. That's Kolzinski. Looks to pick up the puck. He does. Down the right wing. And plays it below the end line. Picked up there by the Reps who slap it towards the near boards where we can't see a whole lot down in that corner. But the puck emerges on the other side. Again, high up off the glass. Back from Morrison, who's going to chip it back lower down the wall. And the Reps are able to collect it there. Not a whole lot of offense so far in this game for either team. I'd say no good scoring chances either way so far. As we're down to just under 6 minutes. That's a slapper there from Ferry. That's off the boot of a Reps player, but Vengeance able to get the rebound and put it back through the blue paint. That goes all the way through to the far boards, and the Reps look to come on the counterattack 2-on-2. Morrison and Ferry back. The Reps player loses a edge there, but is able to collect on the rebound. Oh, that was deflected in on Ryder. Ryder had to make a good save there as that was deflected by number 24 right in the slot area. And Ryder able to make the save there on the best scoring chance so far for either team there off of that deflection attempt, low in the slot. Vengeance possess the puck in the offensive zone. Relic swoops at it with one hand on his stick. And the reps come in. That's offside. That's offside and delayed offside. They play it. That should have been an offside call there, but it is not. And the reps bring it in and shoot. And Ryder uses his paddle to put that one to the far boards where Buchanan, that's Smithhammer is able to get it north for Relic. Relic chips around, goes to skate into it himself. Number 71 for the Vengeance leaves it right there on the side of the net. And no teammates home there as the reps dangerously skate it right through their slot. And now hit a man coming through the neutral zone with some speed. Nice little drop pass there to number 86, and then hits a trailer coming down the other side and shot. And that just goes wide of the near post from our vantage point. That's in the skates of Lewis, so he's able to deflect it across center red, but no further. Now Buchanan follows on. Buchanan on his backhand looks to find Lewis, and broken up there high in the circles. And the reps come the other way. Netchai right in front of us here. Applies the pressure, and the Vengeance look to get it out the far side. Kept in there at the point. Slot back towards Ryder Cage. Be careful here on the back door. Nice job by, who was that on the back door there? Fry, able to keep that player at bay. And the reps bring it right back in. Nice stick check there by Netchai. Causes the puck to go to the far boards. And Smithhammer plays it around looking for Fry. Fry up the boards for Buchanan. Buchanan on his backhand looks to hit Lewis. That was very close to connecting, but just not quite. And here come the reps back into the zone, testing Fry one more time. Number 16 from the reps. Nice stick on puck there by Fry. And the puck goes into the far corner. Played there by the reps. They get it to the blue paint. Oh, and smack at it. And the puck goes in. Did we put that in ourselves? I don't know. I couldn't tell if the reps had a player there or not. But anyway, they worked it from below the end line towards the slot area, and puck fluttered up into the air off of something. I couldn't tell if it was a rep stick or it might have even been a Vengeance stick. And puck fluttered in the air under the bar. And the reps are going to take a 1-0 lead here in the first period with 3:26 to go in Canadian morning hockey. Chiapetta and Ferry on D with Bolowitz on right wing, Kolzinski at center, and Nemeth on left. Nemeth comes in to help his centerman off that faceoff. Now Bolowitz pressures off the glass, and Bolowitz is able to collect. He tries to gather it and bring it forward. He cannot. Kolzinski applies the back pressure, and the reps stop up and hit a man right in the slot, and a nice save there by Robinson as the reps almost had their second goal of the game here as they were coming right down Main Street. Kolzinski tries to fish it out of some skates. He cannot. And the reps pour right back in. Vengeance got to wake up a little bit here this morning as the started very even with not a whole lot of scoring chances each way. But in the last, I'd say 2 or 3 minutes, the reps begin to carry the play here. And they do maintain possession right now in the Vengeance zone. And dust it off and work it back down to the half boards. Into the bumper position and shot. And another save there by Ryder Robinson. And a penalty coming here on the Vengeance. That's going to be on Chiapetta, I believe. Or is it on Boley? Who's going to the box here? It is going to be Chiapetta. I was right the first time. So Luke is going to go to the box here, and the Vengeance are going to go to the penalty kill. Full 2 minutes to work with here for the reps. And the penalty killers are going to be Ram and Kislak up front with Morrison and Fry on D. Reps work it to the right point. Kislak pressures there. Pressures that point man who's going to take the ice down the wall. Has the guy on the back door. They look to put it there, but too much mustard on that pass. Now it comes to the near point. Work it back down to the half boards and a give and go there. And they go D to D. Again, Kislak pressures out there. That's blocked off of something in front. Kislak attempts to clear. It's in a bunch of skates, and Ram's going to be able to grab it there. Ram's going to be able to get it back to neutral ice. And the reps stretch it wide. And then back through the center. Kislak able to apply some pressure there. But the reps do bring it in right in front of us here and work it to the far circle. Kislak applies pressure there. And Kislak's going to try to get it out. He does. Clear there by Kislak on the penalty kill. And Ram is going to get a change there, and that's going to be offside at the defensive blue line for the Vengeance. So that'll allow the Vengeance to get some new penalty killers out there. 1:12 to go in the penalty to Chiapetta. Reps out to a 1-0 lead here this morning. Fry and Morrison will stay on D. And Ram and Kislak will go off. And coming onto the ice will be Nechai and Buchanan. Nechai takes the draw, kind of wins it forward. Reps go D to D and look to organize in the neutral zone. Hit the center coming through with a good amount of speed, and they're working towards the back door. Nice job by Fry to keep that player at bay again on the back door there. As the Reps continue to work it below the end line there and try the wraparound attempt. That's saved by Robinson, and Buchanan was able to grab the puck briefly, but now the Reps shoot again. That's blocked down by Morrison. Morrison took that one in the belly, and can we get a clear? Nechai and Buchanan both converge on it there, but can't get a clear, and the puck's worked back to the near. And Robinson able to stop the music and freeze that biscuit. 38 seconds to go in the penalty to Chiappetta. A minute and 12 seconds to go in the first period. More new penalty killers will come back out, so Ram's going to come back out here with Kolzinski this time, with Smithhammer and Ferry on D. As the Reps go D to D, decide what to do with it. Put it to the... Oh, how did that go in? That's another one that deflected off of something in front. I think the Reps player was just trying to center that, and it banked off of something and went in. That's going to be a power play goal for the Reps. And the Vengeance go down by a score of 2-0 here in the first period. And need to find a better effort here. 92, 16, 4, 12, and 9 will be the unit out there for the Vengeance as we have just over a minute to go in the first period. In some skates, Boley looks for it. Boley looks to hit Nemeth. Nemeth applies pressure, but the Reps come forward. Reps back into the Vengeance zone. Fry stands up there. Reps bring it in and shot, and that one was missed the crossbar just barely. As the Reps still pouring it on here in the Vengeance zone. Goes to the high slot and shot and score. Reps go up by a score of 3-0 here in the first period. Vengeance standing around watching in their defensive zone. Need to find some effort, and Vengeance coaches are going to take a timeout here and try to reset things with 42 seconds to go in the first period. So as the Vengeance try to regroup here, we'll give you some programming information. Our fourth and final game for the weekend is going to come at you at 12:15 today, right back at this same rink, right back on this same sheet, actually. So that'll be the last game of this tournament here for the Vengeance, as we are 0-2 so far and down in this one. Again, the format for this is 4 pools of 5 teams. Got to finish the top 2 in those 5 in order to make it through to the elimination part of the tournament. So Vengeance 0-2, and there's 2 teams that are 2-0 with a pretty healthy goal differential. So Vengeance will not be playing in the elimination part of this tournament. They're just looking for their first win of this tournament, and they're going to have to come from behind to do it here this morning as they find themselves down by 3 in the trailing seconds of the first period. So to close out this period, we're going to have Bolowitz, Nechai, Morrison, Fry, and Nemeth. Boley tries to get it forward, looking for Nemeth. Puck pops up in the air. It's in the offensive zone here. And the Vengeance do maintain some possession to our right. Oh, that was in on net. Nice deflection there by Nechai, I think, in front of the blue paint there. And it was worked towards Nechai. He got a deflection and forced the netminder to make a save. And the Reps bring it back in and play it to the near corner to our left. Work it below the end line, low to high. And that didn't miss a friendly Rep stick there by much. As Nechai applies the pressure, Reps work it back down lower. Again, Vengeance just slow to pucks along the wall there as we're down to 5 seconds to go in the first period. Reps kind of fan on a passing attempt to the point. Now they get it there, shot from distance. That's sticked away, and the Vengeance are going to go to the second period down by 3. So we get the second period underway here with Kolzinski, Kislak, and Ram up front. Kislak intercepts it there for a sec, but then overskates it and now has to work on the back check. He does, and still pressuring that player from behind. It's put in on Ryder's cage there as action to our right now. As the reps go D to D and blocked down there by Kislak and a stoppage in play. What do we got coming here? Looks like Kislak's going to the box for a hook. So Kislak to the box for a hook. Vengeance back to the penalty kill for another 2 minutes. 14:36 to go in the second period. As usual, Vengeance still looking for some offense. So played 7 periods in this tournament. We have 1 goal. Right now, they got to go to the work of preventing goals as they're on the penalty kill. Shot there from the point goes off the backboards with a thud. And now they work it to the umbrella position and then back to the right circle and passed in front. Very nice passing play there by the reps on this power play. Again, Kislak in the box here for 2 minutes. That's in, blocked down by, who's that got a block out front? Smithhammer, I believe. And then Ryder was able to pounce on it there. So 1 minute and 32 seconds to go in penalty time for the Vengeance here. They're going to change up troops as Fry and Ferry come out for the D unit. And Bolowitz and Buchanan come out for the forwards. 1:32 to go in power play time here for the reps. Face off to Robinson's left. Buchanan to take it, and he wins that one clean to the boards. Vengeance try to relieve the pressure there, and they do. Able to ice that puck all the way down on net. Netminder uses the paddle to leave that there. Netminder not tested very much so far in this game for the reps. As the reps bring it back into the Vengeance zone. Again, still working with power play time there. And shot, and a nice save there by Robinson. Rebound to the back door, though, and they're able to pot that one on the power play. And the reps take a 4-0 lead here, taking advantage of another power play goal. I believe that's their second power play goal here this morning. So we'll get ready for another center ice face-off. Relic at center with Lewis on left and Buchanan on right. Battle for in the neutral zone. Reps work it forward. Gain entrance into that Vengeance defensive zone. Pressure from behind by Lewis. And it goes back to the point and up into the air. Vengeance try to get that puck north. They do. Off the stick of Relic and off the stick of Buchanan. Back for Relic. 2-on-2 developing for Lewis. Lewis tries to drag it through some skates, and it's going to come back to him here, and now gets that shot on net. Boy, he had to try like 4 times to get that puck on net. He does, and referee's going to separate players there in front of the reps net. Relic going to the blue paint there, but good shot on goal there by Lewis. Offensive zone here for the Vengeance. Offensive zone face-off here for the Vengeance. Relic to take it. And he wins it. Back for Smithhammer. Smithhammer gets his head up and works it back towards the slot area where it's for Relic. Goes to Tiapet at the point. He shoots, and Lewis does a good job of crashing the blue paint there, but the netminder able to make a save. Best offensive opportunities here for the Vengeance in the last couple minutes. Off the stick of Lewis. He gets another one to the blue paint. And the puck was loose there in the slot. But referee blows it dead. Lewis puts it in anyway. And reps didn't like that and pushed Gino out of the way there. And it looks like we're taking 2. We're going to take Relic and number 9 for the reps. So we'll likely continue to skate 5-on-5. Roughing is the call on both of those young men. And we'll continue to skate 5-on-5 here. The Vengeance will have an offensive zone draw. That we need to send another skater out there, though. Need a skater, guys. And here comes Nechai. And Gav comes right out of the bench to take this draw. Stymie there. Oh, Buchanan almost able to gather it long enough to pull the trigger. That's a nice step up there by Smithhammer, able to keep it in the offensive zone. As puck goes below the end line, Vengeance finally enjoying some zone time here. And nice job by Netchai to keep it in momentarily, but now the reps come forward. Again, we are skating 5-on-5 with one player from each side in the penalty box for roughing. Reps try to get that one towards the cage, never makes it through. Into the near circles it is. Vengeance player loses an edge there and goes into the boards. They look no worse for wear, as Robinson able to make a stop there. Got a penalty coming here? Nope. Do we have a penalty coming here? We do have a penalty coming here, so Vengeance going to go to the power play, as they're going to call tripping on the reps, which helped that Vengeance player go into the boards there. So Vengeance with their first power play opportunity this morning. Ram, Nemeth, and Bolowitz out there, but reps able to get a quick clear back to the neutral zone, where Fry puts it over for Ferry. Ferry looks to hit Ram coming down the left side, and the puck's going to go back for Fry. Fry, using his backhand, looks to hit Nemeth. Nemeth for Bolowitz, and the reps able to get a clear 200 feet down the ice, as Fry's going to have to go back and retrieve that biscuit with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in power play time here for the Vengeance. Vengeance look to break it out of their own zone, and they're stymied in neutral. Comes the Bolowitz. Bolowitz plays it wider, looking for Fry. Fry's going to take the ice and put it below the end line, and Bolowitz and Nemeth are going to apply the pressure here on the near boards. Fry working below the end line there. Puts it below the end line, and that's in Nemeth's skates. He finds it now, works it back to the point for Ferry. Ferry works it over for Fry. Fry works it back down lower. Again, the Vengeance working with the power play here, and it's going to come all the way back to the point for Ferry, who's not able to keep it in there at the point. Too much mustard on that rim attempt by the reps, and now Nemeth winds it up in neutral zone. Nemeth cuts across the slot and shot, and that's blocked down by a rep's boot, and they're going to put that puck all the way down on Ryder. Ryder's going to stop it there and play it forward for Fry. 40 seconds to go in power play time here for the Vengeance. But they can't break it out of their own zone. Now they do, off the stick of Lewis. Lewis looks for Netchai, and the reps put it all the way down the ice one more time and force the Vengeance to go back, but reps are actually going to be first on it there behind Robinson's net. 20 seconds in power play time to go here for the Vengeance, as the reps have it in the circle and work it D to D. And shot from that point is going to go out to the far side onto the stick of Lewis. Lewis tries to drag it around and can't, and that's going to go back in towards Robinson, and that's going to do it for power play time here for the Vengeance. I don't think we got a shot on net there on that power play, as now we go back to skating 5-on-5. Netchai carries the mail through neutral zone. He's stood up here right in front of us, and the reps working to the weak side of the ice and step up there by Lewis. And reps able to gain access into the zone. Nice back check there by Morrison, who goes down on all fours to try to block the centering attempt. Reps put it on net from a tough angle, and Robinson able to take that one in the glove and get a stoppage in play here. So we'll have a face-off to Ryder's right. Vengeance down 4 here in the second period. Battled for in the far corner. Reps have it to the slot and shot and save Robinson. He uses his blocker to pounce on that one and get a stoppage in play. And we'll have another face-off to Ryder's right here. As we get ready to drop the puck. Reps control off the faceoff. Back to the point. Shot. Robinson saves. Steers the rebound towards the end wall. And the reps work it across the yellow there. As a 5-man battle ensues in the far corner. Player down on the ice for the reps. As Chiappetta tries to get it out there. He can't. Reps emerge with it. And Morrison slaps it. Tries to get it below the end line. And Robinson forced to make another cover there. With 9:19 to go in the second period, we'll have another defensive zone face-off for the Vengeance. Vengeance will change up troops here, and we're going to go with Ram, Kislak, and Kolzinski this time up front. Reps control off the face-off. Oh, Kislak almost was able to grab that one away from the point man. He would have been off to the races, but unable to do so. That might be a trip on the Vengeance there below the end line. It is not, and we are going to play on as the Vengeance try to get it into the offensive zone. Reps have it, though, and pressure there by the Vengeance forwards causes a turnover right at the red line, but Reps on a second effort able to get it into the zone where Ferry's going to have to go back and like he tries to put it through the center. It's intercepted there by the Reps who walk it down and put a backhand shot on net that Robinson has to save. Goes out to the far side for Kislak. Kislak through, looking to hit Kolzinski. Unable to hit Kolzinski, but the Reps go back into neutral to reorganize as the puck comes for Ferry. Ferry puts it towards the point. Not out of the zone, though. And battled for right at the blue line. Vengeance do get it forward. Ram and Kislak apply forecheck here as it pops right in front of our camera position. Back for Ferry. That was offside. Vengeance can't play it there as Ferry, there was a delayed offside coming. And now number 68, for the Reps, makes a nice cross-crease pass there, but a little bit too much pace on it for that player streaking down the left wing as Vengeance try to exit the zone now. Puck goes in front of the Vengeance bench, forcing the Reps to go back and play fetch this time. They work at D to D and in the neutral zone. Nice step up there by Ferry, but the puck carries on. A bit of 2-on-1 developing here, and they work it across the crease again, looking for the backdoor play. Do the Reps, and Vengeance look to break it out here, and do. It's Relic carrying the mail, but meets resistance at the defensive blue line, and here come the Reps the other direction. And again, nice passing play by the Reps there as they work it from left to right and then back again. But one too many passes there. And the final one doesn't connect as Relic tries to get the motor going through neutral zone. He's forced to go off of the puck, but Buchanan follows on and shot. And that goes high off the glass. Ref in front of us here shakes his head, but doesn't call a penalty. As the Reps come on the counterattack, number 88 for the Red. As Lewis tries to chip it off the boards and out. Reps have it there. Nice spin move and a backhand shot. Goes wide of Robinson's cage. Vengeance player takes out a Reps player in front of the net. I don't believe we got a penalty forthcoming there either as number, I think it's 24 was dumped. He's a little injured on the play and is making his way to the bench, and Chiappetta brings it the other way. Chiappetta drags it towards the slot. He's on his backhand and puts it on net, and the netminder fights that one off and then puts the rebound below the end line with their stick as the Vengeance follow on. Bully with pressure there. And it comes all the way back to the point. Nice keep by Fry. It's in Bolowitz's skates. He tries to kick it, but he's tied up. Can't get his stick free as Kolzinski now applies pressure in neutral ice. Reps drop it back towards the point. Battled for high in the slot, and it goes into the near circle, or it's picked up by Fry. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Vengeance down by a score of 4-0 here this morning. As the puck goes to the far boards. Shot in by the Reps. Never makes it through. Puck was able to be found in the slot there by the Reps. They try to spin it on net. And is this going to be icing on the Vengeance? It is. Icing will be the call here on the Vengeance. They will get new troops out there. 14 and 20 come out of the D door. And on the offensive door, we have 48, 27, and 68. Face off to the left of Robinson. Number 10 to take it for the Reps against, who's taking that face off for us? Kolzinski, I believe. A little hard to see again in that near corner to our right. As the Vengeance look to break it out, they hit Kislak 2-on-1. Kislak and Ram. Kislak hits Ram. Ram brings it in and drag and shot. And why does the whistle blow? We got a penalty coming? Inadvertent whistle. That's unfortunate for the Vengeance. As Ram tried to take it to his backhand there, as 68 and 27 combined on a 2-on-1 there. And Ram went to the backhand going across the crease. Puck was loose, but the referee blew the whistle there, so Vengeance will have an offensive zone draw. Best chance of the game there off the stick of Ram, but the netminder up to the task here. Again, Vengeance hungry for some offense here this weekend. as the reps work it towards high in the slot. That's blocked down by Kislak. Kislak with one hand tries to poke it forward and then skate into it, but reps able to recollect there and goes up in the air. Kislak tries to reach up and grab it out of the air, but it's played with a high stick there by the reps. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off here with 4:52 to go in the second. Relic to take that neutral zone draw for the Vengeance. So 71, 77, and 13 out there for your Vengeance forwards. As the reps bring it into the Vengeance zone and put on net. And that one goes wide of Robinson's cage. Reps try to collect the puck on the near boards, but the Vengeance able to break it out as Relic tries to fight his way through number 13 there. He cannot. That buys time for the reps defenseman to try to stretch it out the far side, or near side, I should say, as they try to play it through Chiappetta. Chiappetta does a good job to stay with it and play it from his belly. And the Vengeance try to relieve the pressure up the far boards this time. Buchanan slaps it, looking for Relic. Relic down the right side. Has Lewis going towards the cage. Relic stops up. Still has Lewis in front. It's going to come all the way back through, but just on the wrong side of Buchanan there, who was in the higher slot area. As the reps drag it forward. And no penalty coming forth on that play, as combination of Fry and Chiappetta able to keep that reps player at bay. That's offside on the reps. They're still working on tagging up here, so that allows the Vengeance a clear exit opportunity. Look to stretch it through the middle. That's going to be icing on the Vengeance, I believe. So we'll get another stoppage in play, this time for icing. 3:41 to go in the second period. Vengeance down by 4.
Scott, what we want. Scott, what we want.
3:41 to go, second period. Offensive zone draw to the right of Robinson. Reps control it off the faceoff. That shot in. Robinson forced to make a save there with the stick. Leaves it for his defenseman, who tries to relieve the pressure. Puck pops to the side of the cage. Robinson tries to freeze it, and puck's still loose in the Vengeance defensive zone here. 2-on-2 emerging the other way. Bully down the right side. Bully from distance. Stick on stick there. Doesn't allow a whole lot of mustard on that attempt. Oh, boy. Reps player puts himself into the boards hard there, but gets himself up, does number 89, and looks to join the play as the reps bring it into the Vengeance zone. Bunch of traffic in front of Robinson there. I don't think the puck ever made it through on that attempt, and the Vengeance look to counter. And they're going to put it into the skates of Nemeth, who couldn't collect it there, coming through the neutral zone. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period as the reps work it to the far circle and shot. And a bit of a check there below the end line by the Vengeance, but the puck's going to pop to Nemeth. Nemeth 1-on-2 here. He needs somebody to help him. And Vengeance changing on the far side, so Nemeth is able to get it into the zone briefly, and the Vengeance utilize the opportunity to get two fresh forwards out on the ice, and here they come. It's going to be Ram and Kolzinski. Oh, man. If they could have grabbed the puck there, they might have had something going as they were fresh on the ice, but couldn't grab the biscuit. And now Kislak completes the change for that forward unit. And into the slot it goes and shot, and that one goes wide. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Vengeance still defending in their own zone right now. That one goes to the slot, and the Vengeance cleared off of Ryder's doorstep there. And Ram and Kislak come on the counter, followed up by Kolzinski. Kolzinski puts it in and goes after his own dump, but the rep's able to stretch it to the far side. A little chip pass up to the forward and into the center. Nice passing through the neutral zone here by the reps. A good, clean breakout. And the puck goes below the end line in the Vengeance zone. Robinson puts his left paw on that one and gets another stoppage in play with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the second. Relic is going to take the draw here for the Vengeance. Reps control. Fan on the shot, though. Here come the Vengeance on the counter. 2-on-2. Lewis over for Buchanan. Buchanan looks to hit the trailer in Relic, and that hits off of a Reps player. But Vengeance maintain possession. Relic puts it back towards the net. Stuff attempt off the side of the cage by Lewis. Big slapper there by Vengeance defender. Fry hits off of something and deflects into the near corner. Relic, nice little pass there for Lewis. Lewis tries to hit Buchanan in front, and now is going to work it back to the point for Chiappetta. Chiappetta's shot, waving at it there, was Buchanan looking for the deflection attempt. It's going to come back for Lewis one more time. Lewis looks to play it lower for Relic. Good offensive zone shift here for the Vengeance as they try to get it to the slot. Buchanan was dumped in front as he was the man looking to get his stick on that puck towards the blue paint, but no penalty forthcoming there as Chiappetta has to go back and play fetch. He looks to spring it up for Buchanan. That doesn't connect. And back into the offensive zone comes Fry. Fry drops the shoulder, comes down the left side, rides his player into the wall there, and Relic applies the pressure, and it's going to come back for Lewis. Lewis down. Gino falls down on the right side there. He's trying to get himself to the bench. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Good offensive zone shift there for the Vengeance, but unable to turn that into a goal on the board, so we get a stoppage in play for offside right now with 21.6 seconds to go in the second period. Neutral zone face-off forthcoming in front of the Reps bench. Nope. We're going to drop it on the near side here, I'm sorry. And Nechai is going to take the face-off there with Boley and Nemeth on his wings. It's in the referee's skates there as Boley tries to grab it. He's being held. That's a penalty. There we go. Boley's able to draw a penalty there as the Reps player was holding Boley's one arm. We had a clear vantage point of that one. Definitely a holding call worthy there. And the Vengeance are going to go to the power play for 2 minutes here, but it'll be a power play that'll likely carry over into the third period as the Vengeance just have 12.4 seconds to work with here in the second, but maybe they can run a face-off play here and get a power play goal late in the second period. Again, Vengeance still looking for offense as we've now played almost 8 periods in this tournament and still sitting on 1 goal. And Nemeth's going to get waved out of the draw, and Nechai is going to come in. Nemeth doesn't know what he did. And the Reps are going to be able to get a clear there, and that's going to do it for the power play time in the second period. So the Vengeance will have about 1 minute and 45 seconds of power play time to work with as they begin the third, down by 4. You. All right, third period action underway here. Vengeance start this third period with a power play. Nechai, Bolowitz, and Nemeth are the unit out there for the forwards. Fry and Chiappetta on D. Fry tries to skate it into the right side and put that on net. That's off the netminder's mask and puck loose in front. Vengeance maintain possession with it. It comes back for Chiappetta, who slaps that towards the net. That's off the end wall, and the netminder comes out to freeze that biscuit as it banked off the end wall to the side of their cage. 1 minute and 19 seconds in power play time remains here for the Vengeance. So 71, 13, and 77 are going to come out here. They had a good, strong shift to end the second period. So let's see if this group can maintain the momentum from their last shift and get the Vengeance on the scoreboard here this morning on the power play. Relic to take that face off. Rep's able to control, though, and back to the point where it's nicely kept there by Fry, who works it down the half boards. And Fry in his forward play catch there. Fry not able to keep that one in the zone, and he has to retreat back to the stick of Chiappetta, who puts it back for Fry, who spins it forward, but Relic not home there. And Buchanan's going to play it wide. Ooh, in on net, rebound sits there. Lewis on his backhand puts it in the air, and the netminder able to take that one out of the atmosphere with the left paw and get a stoppage in play. 50 seconds of power play time remain here for the Vengeance. Face off to the Reps netminder's left. Relic takes it there, controls, back for Chiappetta. Chiappetta goes to his partner, big one-timer there by Fry, in on net, and saved by the Reps netminder. Nice face-off win there by Relic, back for Chiappetta, who found his defensive partner in Fry. Fry with a full one-time slapper there, but netminder up to the task. No rebound offered as well. Good rebound control there by that Reps netminder off the slapper from Fry. Comes back to Fry again. This time he's going to go over for Chiappetta, but on the wrong side of Luca, and he's going to have to chase it down on the boards now as it comes towards the slot and shot and saved there by the Reps netminder. I think that might have been Lewis who put that one on net. The ref was in my way, so I couldn't see it. That one spun towards the net again, and Lewis is going to retrieve that puck in the far corner. Lewis has a man in front, and Relic, he works to the side instead, and shot from a tough angle is saved by the netminder there, as Vengeance still have 10 seconds in power play time to work with. Stuff attempt at the side of the cage, and netminder holds strong to that far post, as the Vengeance are ushered away from the blue paint of that netminder, still looking for that first goal of the game. They'll have 5 more seconds of power play time to work with and an offensive zone draw. Ram, Kolzinski, and Kislak will come out for the forward unit with 14 and 20 on D. Kolzinski to take the draw. Wins it over for Kislak. Kislak's going to grab it on his backhand, play it to his forehand, leave it for his defenseman in Ferry. Ferry shoots from distance. Waving at it there was Kolzinski looking for the deflection. Netminder able to absorb that one into the chest protector and get a stoppage in play. So that'll do it for power play time for the Vengeance. Unsuccessful in that power play attempt. Go back to skating 5-on-5 here with 13:08 to go in the third period. Comes to Kislak. Kislak drags on his backhand to his forehand. Leaves it for Steve and score! Goal there by Kolzinski. As Kislak drug it off the wall, tried to get it towards the net, ended up playing it over for Kolzinski. So first goal here this morning is going to be scored by number 48 with an assist to 68. And the Vengeance go and line up for the center ice faceoff, cashing in their first goal here this morning. So 48, 27, and 68 will stay out there for the center ice faceoff. And pressure there by Ram. Played around Teddy, and Reps bring it back into the Vengeance zone now. As help to the ice was a Reps player by Ferry. Reps work it to the far circle. Oh, nice play. Nice play there by the Reps as they work it to the far circle and pass it across the crease in a one-time shot redirection. Not even a shot, just a redirection there, using the pace of that pass to redirect that puck into the net. Were the Reps, so they restore their 4-goal lead here right after Kolzinski was able to score the first goal of this game here for the Vengeance, squashing any potential momentum there for the Vengeance to come back in this game. Still plenty of time to work with, but need some more goals here. Obviously, as the Reps bring it back in, hounded from behind, they fan on the shot as Nemeth was doing a good job of hounding that Reps player from behind, and he collects the puck on the far boards, chips it through, looking for Boley. Boley can't corral it, but will on the second attempt, and he tries to get it deeper, but stymied at the blue line of the Reps. Battle for a neutral there. Nechai hits the ice, as does a Reps player. And Vengeance shoot, I think that was off the netminder, couldn't tell there. And the Reps come 1-on-2, 1-on-3 as they're changing behind the play. So number 19 does a good job to stall with it and then just fans on the pass as the Vengeance played up for Lewis. Lewis and Buchanan comes back to Buchanan. Oh, he can't gather his feet enough to pull the trigger there, and the rep's able to come through neutral. And shot and blockered away there by Robinson that time as the puck goes for Chiappetta. Chiappetta fans on it there on the clearing attempt, and it comes to Lewis. Lewis has Buchanan coming down the right side, but it finds Relic. Relic finds Buchanan. The left-handed Buchanan coming down the right wing there had to shovel it in on his backhand, and it comes back for Fry, who's all alone back there. As Morrison, his defensive partner, opening up for it. Can't get the pass over to Morrison, though, and has to go to work defending. And Kolzinski, just can't grab the biscuit there, or that would have been a 3-on-2 for the Vengeance, but just passed a little bit too far out in front of the Vengeance goal scorer, Kolzinski, here this morning. And the reps pour back in to the slot and shot, and Morrison takes that one off the noggin. Not Morrison. Robinson takes that one off the noggin and work to the slot, and a save there by Ryder, and another save by Ryder. 3 quick saves there by Ryder, one off the face, one off the belly, and then one off the arm. As it comes back to the reps, shot tons of bodies in front. Nice block there by Kolzinski to get in front of that one. As the Vengeance try to play it out of the zone. Kicked out by Morrison. Can Morrison skate into it? He cannot. He's stick lifted. Bennett pins one against the boards and now finds himself face down on the ice and gets himself back up. Kolzinski gets it forward. Almost a giveaway there by the reps right to the stick of Ram. Ram had one hand on his stick there and was able to get stick on puck, but the puck knocked the stick out of Teddy's hands as Boley tries to skate it forward into the rep zone. Just over 10 minutes to go in this third period. Vengeance down by 4 as Ram tries to skate into it at the far boards. It's going to be Nemeth to follow on. He plays it to an open area, and Bolowitz is chugging after it there. Reps able to exit the zone. And Vengeance put it right back in. Reps go D to D. Out the far side to number 89. Onside play at the blue line. And they work it towards the slot. That's off of a stick and goes to the end wall. And now right back in front of us into the neutral zone goes number 9 for the reps and number 61. No icing on this play as the reps forced to play it off the glass. And back to neutral where Ferry's going to put it forward off the stick of Nemeth, who tried to chip it in deeper. And goes back to the reps who have some time and space to work D to D. And now carry it down the left wing. Too much time and space down that left wing. And they shoot wide of the near post. And the rebound goes all the way out to the far point as a 2-on-1 could potentially be developing here. But reps do a good job of recovering. But Vengeance now recover. And neutral ice have 2 guys going towards the net. And the puck in the high slot. Lewis tries to find it. He's going to chase it down on the floorboards, play it back to the point as shot from Ferry from distance hits something, never makes it through. I think that hit number 16 from the reps, and now they look to come over the red line with it. Nice dangle there by number 86, but one stick handle too many as number 97 was ahead of the play. So offside is the call, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off right in front of us here. 8:40 to go in the third period. Vengeance down by 4. Your goal scorer here this morning, number 48. Face off right in front of us here. Reps come back in the Vengeance zone. Could have been a check there on Luca, but nothing called as Morrison plays it for Kislak. Kislak hits Mack. Nice pass there from Kislak up for Morrison. Morrison tried to drag it to his forehand there. But sticked away from Big Mac by the reps. And Kislak covering up for Mack on the defensive side of things here. Reps play that into their bench, so we will have a neutral zone face-off. Nope, it's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the Vengeance. Kolzinski, Ram, and Kislak out there for the forward unit with Morrison and Chiappetta on D. And Vengeance control off the face-off for Chiappetta. Works it back down lower for Ram. Ram stymied on that half board, followed on by Kolzinski. Kolzinski and Ram in a 4-man battle. They work it lower. Reps first on it there below the end line. Ram still battling down there. It's chipped around Teddy, and that could have been a hook there on the Vengeance, but it is not. And a 2-on-1 develops for the Reps the other way. They make another nice passing play there across the crease, and that could be another penalty on Luca, as Vengeance might have taken a couple penalties on this shift, but none of them called. But puck works its way to the back door anyway, and the Reps pot that one in for their 6th goal of the morning and go up by a score of 6-1. So Nechai, Nemeth, and Bolowitz will come out for the new center ice face-off after that goal against. Clock is running here in the 3rd period as the Vengeance are down by 5. So time will tick away more quickly here. That's the most Captain Obvious statement ever. As the Reps try to put it back into the Vengeance zone. Number 24 for the Reps works it across. Nice pass and shot and saved by Robinson, and good rebound control there by Ryder. Not offering a rebound off of that chest protector. Gets another stoppage in play, and a face-off to Ryder's left is forthcoming. Number 92, Gavin Nechai to take that draw against number 24 for the Reps. Work back towards the point, and Nemeth in a one-on-one situation has Bully joining. Nemeth tries to hit Bully down the right side, a little bit outside of Bully's reach. Bully looks to put it back towards the slot, and it's going to come out to the point, and Fry's going to have to retreat there as the Reps come with some speed. Onside at the Vengeance defensive blue line and stick on puck. Ryder uses his blocker to put that one off the end boards there, where Smithhammer uses one hand to pickle stab it forward, and Nemeth applies the pressure towards the point. Reps grab it there and play it around Nechai lower, where it's picked up there by Smithhammer. Smithhammer 1-2 many stick handles there in the defensive zone, and the Reps able to pick that off low in the slot and pot that goal for their 7th of the day. So a 7-1 lead here for the Reps. As you can feel the air go out of the Vengeance balloon here this morning. Running clock, over 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. 7-1 score. And the Reps looking to add some more to it. Vengeance find Buchanan, finds Chiappetta coming down the right side. Luca down the right side, puts it on net. Nice save there by the Reps netminder to squeeze the pillows as Luca was looking to go 5-hole there. Vengeance maintained possession in the offensive zone for a little bit, but now the puck pops back for Ferry near the red line. He dumps it back in and forces the Reps to go play chase. Reps try to clear it out at the point there. Nicely kept in by Chiappetta. Buchanan follows on, and the Reps retreat below their netminder now and look to play it up the near boards. That meets resistance, but now they're able to skate it out. Ferry swats at it, able to get it on his backhand up to a teammate, where Lewis is going to try to skate into it here. Down the left circle, tries to drag it to the hoop, but puck rolls away from him into the far corner. As the Reps come on the counter, number 16 lugging the biscuit, hounded from behind by Kolzinski. They drop it to number 89, who tries to bring it down the slot, and Lewis is going to turn and go the other way with it. Hits Ram coming through the neutral zone. Ram hounded from behind, so the puck rolls off of his stick, and the Reps play it back into the Vengeance side of the ice as Vengeance complete that change. Morrison reverses it, looking for Fry. Fry off the boards, looking for Ram. Ram can't corral it there. Referee right in front of me here, so I can't see the puck. It's somewhere over in front of the Vengeance bench. Emerging with it is Kolzinski. Kolzinski looks to hit Kislak going down the slot with it, but that's sticked away by the Reps, and the Vengeance have to go back to neutral zone to reorganize as Ram stick handles with it at the red line, and it's played off the skates of Kolzinski, who's trying to get off the ice here. And the puck squirts back to center red. Kislak applies pressure, followed up by Nechai. And Kislak gets a stick on that one there. Bennett's going to be all alone coming down the right side here. Kislak down the right side and puts it towards the slot. Nobody home, though. Vengeance were looking for a backdoor play there as Kislak played it across the slot. And bodies tumble to the ice there as Netchai and the reps get into a battle there in the corner. Clock continues to run, under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Vengeance down by a score of 7-1. I would imagine we have some penalties forthcoming out of this. We do. We have a cross-check coming on number 10 for the reps. And that looks like the only penalty here. So Vengeance are going to go to the power play out of that scrum. So Vengeance are going to go to the power play here. Netchai to take the face-off. So Vengeance will be on the power play for basically the remainder of this game unless they're able to score. Netchai spins it lower looking for Nemeth. Nemeth has Bully in front. Puck works all the way back to the point for Fry. Fry has time. He's going to put it into the slot for Nemeth. Nemeth walks it out and shot. And high goes the puck, though, as the netminder was waving at it, but that went high of the crossbar. Vengeance still maintained possession below the end line. Tried the stuff attempt. That doesn't go in. And it comes back to Morrison. Morrison walks the point, plays it back to the right half boards. Vengeance played across for Nemeth. Nemeth back for Fry. Fry full slapper. Nice job by the reps player diving in front of that shot by Fry to not let it through on net. And the reps go behind their netminder and play it off the boards. Morrison steps down, is able to keep it in the offensive zone as time ticks away in this third period. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go on a running clock. Comes back to Morrison in the neutral zone. Netchai is going to get a change here. And Mac's going to carry the mail. And cross up into the circles and shoot against the grain. That one didn't miss the near post by much off the stick of Morrison, who skated across the blue line from his right to his left and then shot back against the grain to his right. Had the goaltender leaning, but Mac missed the net on that one. Vengeance continue to possess the puck in the offensive zone. Player changing behind, so there's a fresh Kolzinski here on, not Kolzinski, I'm sorry, that's Lewis. Fresh Lewis on the ice as Morrison, again, walks it from the far point and deciding where to go with it, works it to the half boards for Relic. Relic high in zone. He looks backside for Buchanan. Buchanan's able to pick up the puck there, work it to the point, and it's going to come back from Morrison. Morrison, wrister this time, shot. That's blocked down by the reps. And Morrison finds himself tangled up with a reps player. Reps having a good time in this game, enjoying themselves on the bench. As Fry looks to exit the zone for the last time in this game. And it's going to come to Lewis. Lewis gets the red line, dumps it in. That's off the backside of Buchanan. As the last seconds of this game are going to tick away. Again, we got one more game coming for you this weekend at 12:15. Same rink, same sheet. We will see you for the fourth and final game of this Niagara tournament. Again, 12:15 will be the designated puck drop time. Have a good rest of your Saturday morning. We'll see you back here in a few hours.